Yo, this your boy. This your boy TDB, Taryn the Black, and this is Taryn the Black After Dark, episode 50. This 50 episode. Can't believe I did 50 episodes of this. We're gonna talk about them Diddy takes that just dropped, man. Like the aftermath, not necessarily the drop. I ain't watching because I don't really want to watch that shit. But it's a lot of stuff going on. 50 and his baby mama again too. They probably going to court over custody battle. We got a trade in NFL. I jump on this Hasan Piker, man. Hasan Piker banned in the UK. What's up, Jess J? Appreciate it. He banned in the UK and how he's kind of upset about that. We go over that. The Los Angeles mayoral election. Hold on, I'll read something. And a lot of fraud going on. And that's about it. But y'all know the deal. Like, share, subscribe. If you doing a replay, please leave a comment. So give me an algorithm so I can do what I need to do, man. So I love this sister right here. What's up, Free J? I love this sister right here. She does the little she do the plantation little act talking about what to say, what the Democrats want her to say and stuff. She do. I like her how she. I knew I got a lot of family members that remind me of her, man, and everything. But before I get on this, man, I want to take a time and say rest in peace to my uncle. I'm not gonna say his name, and everything, but my uncle passed last night, man. I was there with my cousin Kinfo, my auntie and everything, man. It was a little depressing time, but appreciate while I did have a little time to just laugh at a couple things going on in the sector and a couple sectors. But shout out to the answer, shout out to Takeover, Damn D, everybody, man. Like, to let me get my mind off that, because like, man, this dude was one of the most influential people in my life, man. Like, as in just working hard, taking care of your family and everything, man. While everybody else was trying to do dirt and trying to be out there in the streets, he was doing what he needed to be doing to be an example. And that's y'all understand, man. We are examples of people. Oh yeah, just I got you, just we'll talk about that. But just no, you don't know who's watching you. You know what I'm saying? I said something about this yesterday on the morning show about just who's watching you and you being that inspiration and people. That's the one thing we have as men. We have to understand, like, everybody's watching everything you're doing. You know what I mean? Somebody either gonna affect them positively or negatively, right? And my job online, my job at work, my job just being in the store and stuff, to just be that example. Somebody see, like, yeah, I have a Mustang. I talk about that. I'm a car dude, and just that part, like, that inspired boys. Like, oh man, you know what? If I work hard, I can get that. Because it inspired me when I saw my cousin BJ, or he passed a couple years back. He had a 87 5.0. With the Dayton's on the whole nine. Like, oh no, he had the 5 stars. He had Dayton's on his other stuff, but like, yeah, man, like, that inspired me. Like, all right, well, I'm gonna take my ass. I'm gonna do right in school, take my ass to work. When I get a career, whatnot, and I get to find the things in life, right? And I don't necessarily have to get no like BMW, so they cool and all, but like, I get domestic and making my BMW, Nah, man. I got paddle shifters, man. What are you talking about? We ain't I'm past that now. No more clutch for me. I'm paddle shifting now. Don't knock the ball now. But yeah, anyway. By the way, Just J got a channel. Shout out to her. You know what I mean? But yeah, just a word about that, man. You don't know who's watching you, man. You could be that inspiration for somebody, man. And that's the best. That's the best thing I can say, man. Oh yeah, I got 10-speed paddle shifter, man. I'm different. But let's see what's going on in the news, man. Let's see what's going on in the news.
You better have picked up because I got tea. Get your Donald John Quavius stuff. This keeps your liquid so cold and so hot, whichever you prefer. Summertime coming up, you need something. So, link is in the bio. Now, Iran wants to stop talks with the U.S. Why? Because Israel just will not do right. They done attacked Lebanon. Okay.
I got a video there. If y'all want to watch it, I'm just gonna let her roll through it real quick. We're gonna get to the points. You hear me?
Either we gonna shit or get off the pot. I'm tired of all this hemming and hawing and booting and bucking now. Donald John Quavius, what we doing? But what he said about it, Donald John Quavius said, just relax, let him handle these talks and handle these jackasses. So hopefully it'll come to a resolution soon. Now, Ebola is in the Congo, but nurses were released from the hospital after full recovery. So we're not going to do these scare tactics, guys.
Oh, yeah, they were trying to do that. Yeah, I heard something about Ebola. They try to throw that out there like it's going to go everywhere. See, the thing is, man, how Ebola really travels is lack of clean water, man. And that's why it probably would never get too bad here. Because, like, a lot of us don't drink tap water. For example, let's say it got into tap water. A lot of us don't drink tap water. By the time it travels so far, like if it's going to the shower and stuff, we're gonna wash it all out. We keep it. We pretty much stay clean and stuff like that. Not saying I know it's areas in Africa that got pretty much good running water, good plumbing and everything. I'm not saying that. I'm not putting that stereotype out there. How you doing, Braden? I'm not putting that stereotype out there, but I'm just saying, like, in the more rural areas in Africa, they're gonna have that issue. It's not gonna be able to translate here as much because of the good water we got, and a lot of us like I drink alkaline water. I get like a whole shipment come in. Amazon, shout out to Amazon. I get that alkaline water. That's my main thing. That's usually being here. If I'm really trying to cut weight, I might do the still water and just put some no, I don't drink Ozaka. I don't drink Ozaka unless like maybe at the ballpark or stuff. I drink the alkaline 9. It got to be past 9 pH balance.
Over from Ebola. We not finna do this thing again where y'all finna scare the masses into a frenzy because you think it's gonna be a pandemic. You can recover from Ebola. Now, this race in California. Child, let me give you the gossip. They burned the ballots and vandalized the voting center.
I got video of that too.
Nice try, Karen ass.
Karen ass. You would call her Karen ass? That's that's funny. That's a good one. Why did I think of that? Shout out to her.
I'm sick of this. Spencer Pratt is going to win. I'm sorry, I'm calling it. I think he's going to win because people are tired of the bullshit. And for some strange reason, I believe that he's going to do things for the city, like make sure that the firemen have access to, I don't know, water. Yeah.
Shout out to Greed Cookies with when he was talking about that when that situation going down. Shout out to him.
Let's get Spencer Pratt in there, people. Now, America's 250th celebration may be canceled because artists we forgot were even living decided to cancel their performances. Why? I'll tell you why. Because they didn't think that a celebration at the White House was tied to the White House.
You know what? I blame public schools. I don't know. I just have to feel like I need to say that. You think? Let me get this straight. I gotta rewind it. I gotta hear this again.
Why? Because they didn't think. Why? I'll tell you why. Because they didn't think that a celebration canceled their performances.
This is so. Just Jay. America. what they mean by 250, if that's when exactly the end of the revolution happened and America was established as the country. It doesn't. I know what you're saying. Like, yeah, it's not. It's way older than 211. But I get what you're saying. It just they count the times where it ended being a colony and becoming a country.
Why? I'll tell you why. Because they didn't think that a celebration at the White House was tied to the White House. I wish I was making it up, but I'm not making it up.
They think they canceled because they didn't know the celebration was tied with the White House. That's being played at the White House. Yeah, doesn't make sense.
Really happened. They said they didn't know that it was political. They didn't think performances at the White House was political.
Word to the wise, right? Anytime if you're doing anything in the District of Columbia that's got potentially be showed to millions, there will be a political angle because that's the capital. That's the place where all big politics go to. God, that don't make any sense.
Okay, Donald John Quavius, just get the ones who actually got sense and just happy that America is turning 250. I'm sure there are some out there. I'm sure there are plenty artists out there that we would actually like to see that you can get to perform there because Milli Vanilli, I didn't even know they were still on Earth.
He got Milli Vanilli? Why? What? Okay.
Now let's get some better artists, some artists that we actually want to see. I don't know.
Can they actually sing? I don't know.
Either way, I'm done with this. Make sure you get links in the bio. Get your stuff. God bless you. God bless America. God bless Donald John Quavius Trump. Child, I'm going to call you back, honey. Bye.
All right. Got you. All right. Y'all about to hear some crazy stuff. Y'all about to hear some crazy stuff. I don't know how YouTube's going to react to this. And it's crazy me bringing this up because I just had I just showed a video of her. Oh, you know what? I always do this. Make sure everything. Oh no, they on the hair. Okay. All right. Let's do this. Young Miami was on Cam Newton's podcast, and they had a good discussion about like her understanding like manhood, like how we see things and stuff. And they had a good discussion. I went over it Sunday. I went over yesterday actually, yesterday morning, but this just popped out, and it's wild. This is After Dark now. This is wild here. Oh, hold on, make sure.
What are you typing?
You looking gooder than a motherfucker right now. I think it's the sun or something. I don't know. Back the camera up. Let me see you.
You said to do what? Raise the camera up?
Let me see. You look good.
Okay, sure. You can get all that work.
Ooh, yes. Ooh, okay. Yeah.
And the nigga owns some shit. You know?
Yeah.
You gotta own some shit. I don't want to hear nobody talking about they don't own no shit, baby. You know, don't pop no big shit over here. And you gotta own some shit.
Here we go.
Everybody gotta get to getting some real estate. Yeah, let's pop off, man. Let's be big. Let's be wealthy. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Use your money wisely. I'm just in my bag. I don't even know what's up.
Hey, I'm feeling you right now. I'm feeling you. I'm feeling the view.
Okay.
Everything. I'm just feeling you right now. I'm liking what I see.
Congratulations, though. I'm definitely feeling you. We got together. A lot of people don't know this. Is like 2 years ago, I had offered you Carisha Please. But not 2 years ago. Whenever you was on Respectfully Justin. You know what I'm saying? And I ran up.
A year ago.
You said what?
That was like a year ago.
Yeah. ran up on you. I was like, yo, you a superstar. You know what I'm saying? And so
okay, hold up. So this wasn't the actual video. Yeah, that was on the actual video. I hate X be tripping, man. Yeah, screw that. Basically, the video is supposed to say, when you gonna see, talking about when she coming to Miami and whatever, all that stuff. They supposed to be saying something that was like some bullshit. So apparently Daphne Joy, that was the John Doe. If y'all don't know, remember the story, she was the Jane Doe in the Diddy trial, and that was talking about everything. So this is what got 50 on the case of this. And everybody knew her name, everything. So like we couldn't, for a long time, we couldn't even talk about talking her name on YouTube, because like they were flagging people down. So Daphne Joy erupts online after laughing about her threesome with Diddy, claiming she enjoyed it and then minded for child season. Okay, that's crazy. While revealing 50 Cent is still paying. Oh yeah, she just dissing them. Okay, let's see how this here. This better be right.
It's about that time to roll up your sleeves. Okay, so I think my most favorite place to eat ever is definitely Pratt. Best food I've ever had. It's definitely on my bucket list. And of course, Indian food and island food. On a lot of really savory. Learned how to cook really.
All right, that's bullshit. Come on, X, what y'all doing, man? What y'all doing? Yeah, that's crazy. That's taking time in a row, man. The X is tripping. Yeah, that's. You know what? I don't play. I thought. All right, cool. That's the right one. Yeah.
It's all good. Get your rest. You are the pipe. That's my new name for you, pipe. Or should I call you CP? But yeah.
What the fuck? Hold up. What the? Whoa. You call the chick C? That's no. That ain't the play right there. Oh man, yeah. Get your kids, man. Get your kid. 50.
I want you to stay in the light. You know what I'm saying? We had a very, very good time together. Like so much fun. So much fun. Now go rest up. Get it.
Go rest up.
In your bag. You know what I'm saying? Got your contract. Find a nice little spot. Put your mind at ease. And yeah, I had a great time. And I really, really want you to get some rest. I didn't know about you throwing up and all that.
Never. Oh man, I don't keep a buck with you. If you live through the 2000s, you lived through the 90s, 2000, you probably had some wild nights, right? Now, usually if you thrown up, it might be such a shit face or whatever. That's like the worst case. You ate something bad before you drinking or whatever. That happens. I get that. But with the context of Diddy doing the freak offs and stuff, that just sounds crazy. That sounds insane. I don't keep a buck with y'all.
That's when I was like, hold up a second. All right, get some rest, baby. Love. So if you come in for 24 hours, yeah, you always wanted to set some shit up. So now you got the opportunity. So set some shit up for tomorrow night. That last vision we had was Dawn and ATL. See you put it together, baby.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to go and find all these things and just listen and see how crazy this shit get. Cause like X is tripping. I know we can find this shit. I'm not gonna go through it now. Let's get off that, man, because that's disturbing. So while I was at work, and I think it's back when Biz was going off on Takeover, going Final Takeover, he was going off on TJ, which I wasn't really cool with, but it is what it is. He was just going off, you know the deal. But found out that Myles Garrett got traded to the Rams. That jumped off around 9:00. This is Verse right here. I guess he found out during the interview, and let's see this reaction.
Beating the hell out of Puka. I don't know where he went. I'm beating the hell out of Puka.
You think you could take him?
I'm beating Puka. I'm beating BY. I'm beating everybody on the Rams. I ain't gonna lie.
We love a confident daddy.
Beating everybody.
Whoa.
What happened? What are you talking about?
Whoa.
What's going on?
Whoa. That came out of nowhere. I was not expecting that. Some NFL fans posted that they believe Jericho was traded after his reaction to the gay reporter rule. Yeah, that I was not expecting that. God damn, that caught me off guard. Whoa. I actually thought that was a chick. That's crazy. I was like, oh, hold up. What happened? I was just listening to the interview, one thinking, oh, that's crazy. What's up, Jenny? Hey, Jenny. That's a dude. I didn't see, look. Hold on. Like right there, I wasn't really looking, and I'm just listening to the voice, like, all right, they might be having like a good conversation. But then, well, they trying to say that this dude got traded to Cleveland, right? Appreciate that. He got traded to Cleveland after his reaction to the voice. Because like I said, I'm looking at up everything. Look, I got this big ultra wide, right? Big ass ultra wide, and I'm looking at different stories to go over and everything. And I saw that. I'm just like, okay. I mean, they talking shit. This person's gonna let him know been traded or whatever. So apparently, the conspiracy theory was the fact that dude was like he was weirded out that had that was talking like a woman. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, it is proud, but this is insane, man. And another trade happened was AJ Brown ended up going to the Patriots, which that was already a foregone conclusion damn near. So they got better. I don't know. Like, I was talking to my cousin about this, right? I don't know. That's legit. I think it's out of us and Giants right now as we speak. The Giants, like, they're gonna be a wild card team in the division. I'm not really buying the Commanders because they still got a lot of holes on defense and everything. We actually had a good offseason. Just see if it's working out, and like we get our pass rush together. But I really do think it's like out of us and the Giants this year in the division. But yeah, that came, and Myles Garrett getting traded to the Rams, like that made them a Super Bowl contender. Now they might, I think Super Bowl's in LA this year, I believe. Makes you think, man, they going for it. And I think they traded Jared Verse and 2 first rounders for Myles Garrett. So technically that's a good deal. Like I said, I'm surprised they didn't make the Rams, not the Rams, they didn't make Cleveland give them like a 5th round or a 6th round to go with that too for insurance. So I don't know, man. That might be a rough trade. So I think when I left I want to say Thursday night, we talked about Hasan being subpoenaed or whatnot. It was either Thursday night or Tuesday. So Hasan found out he is being banned from UK. Let's see how he takes this.
Left-wing YouTube pundit Cenk Uygur banned from entering the UK. Yeah, it's okay. Well, I didn't want to talk about it, but my visa has also been revoked.
Ooh.
We just found out. So yes. Yes, I will not be going as it stands currently. I don't believe that I'll be able to go to the United Kingdom this upcoming week. I don't know who to reach out for this.
Wow. Yeah. Exactly. Wow.
I was supposed to do something with Yanis Varoufakis, do something with Zach Polanski, do something with Jeremy Corbyn, do something at the Oxford Union.
Yes.
And now the Labour government has revoked our visas. Go to Ireland. Okay, guys, it's not about fucking being in the vicinity of the UK. I was supposed to do shit in the UK.
I don't think y'all understand how crazy it is because like these are the Labour Party runs UK right now, and they got elements that's like far left like a motherfucker. I'm surprised they're not allowed him to come in. So it's tricky right now to try even get in the UK right now because of the censorship laws they got. Let's read.
Yeah. A sad state of affairs where obviously the interests of Israel take the highest priority. And it's sneak into the UK. No, you can't do that. That's not a thing.
Technically, it is. They don't let everybody go now.
Nick Shirley can go though, of course, because Nick Shirley is a dog for the fascist state.
Oh,
that fascism is here, right? Like the administration trying to deploy subpoenas against political dissidents in the United States of America.
You're not telling the truth. First of all, you went to a country that openly we got open sanctions on. Now, has some of the sanctions came down? Yes, they have. I'm not gonna sit up and say they haven't. But you came there like there was a whole bunch of sanctions you directly violated, like bringing them food and stuff. Like we're not supposed to do that. You get what I'm saying? So Nick Shirley just went there to do journalism, like see, hey, what's the state of Cuba since we took over Venezuela? And speaking of Venezuela, Colombia, that leader, the president they had, he just got term limited, and then like they do like a kind of like a round. I don't want to say like 2 rounds of voting. They got like a little thing, like kind of like how California does it, and kind of like how Alaska does it. There's not just there's a whole bunch of people running. Then it breaks down to the top 2. Then they go on like a runoff system. So there's not going to be a leftist in Colombia. So it's going to be worse for Cuba because like Cuba's still getting a little oil from Colombia, even though Colombia doesn't have as much oil as, of course, Venezuela. So like that lifeline gone. So now Cuba is completely isolated. They got to hope is something big happen elsewhere and people quit paying attention to them at this point. But let's read.
Or the UK that's like completely captive to the interests of pro-Israel advocacy organizations. Like,
you think half especially London, half the Labour Party agrees with you. I always blame Israel.
Like they are moving in a way. And this is the liberal government, right? The Labour government is supposed to be the liberal government doing this, and the American government is the right-wing government doing it. Like we are in the 1930s era, where I think that the administrations in both the UK and the United States of America, regardless of like their supposed ideological differences, are absolutely moving as a uniparty
This is the problem with when you ever go far any side, right? You start seeing people that's even on your side as the enemy. You start getting you eliminate the good to achieve the perfect. That's the problem with purity tests. That's the problem with and when I'm about purity tests. Like, okay, you could be this perfect girl, the woman of dreams, but well, let me see what you believe in, and purity test somebody that might be a woman of your dreams. Like unnecessarily that part. It seemed like that's going around, but yeah, that part, Jenny, that part. And then like especially far left, they could see actual like the left, the liberal, the moderate left could be like, hey, you know what? We kind of agree with you on this, but hey, let's move this way. They'll say, well, the fact that you want to move less stringent than I do, that means you are the enemy. What's up, PB? What's up, girl? Hey, salute to you. Miss, yeah, you a star out here, man.
And things are going to get even worse from here on out. Straight up fucking fascism. That's it.
Everything's fascism to a socialist. That's another thing I gotta remember. And then another thing, like they will get offended when you call them a socialist. Then when you call them Marxist, they're like, well, defend Marxism. But like the thing is, not defend, but define Marxism, I should say. And the thing is, like, the key to Marxism, you can't necessarily define. They always going to find one little word or some semantic argument to say that you didn't know what you're talking about. That's the trick. You always got to know that. It's almost better not even debating folks like this because all you're gonna do is just y'all gonna run a hamster wheel politically because it's gonna become a semantic game. Then a semantic game, semantic game, and then it's gonna rise your blood pressure up. They think they're gonna win always, but the fact of the matter is, like, they think this stuff theoretically, but it never works in practice because the thing they're missing is the human condition. They don't understand the human condition. That's the key to making any economical system work. Like with their system, you got to take away your individuality, which is the most impossible thing anybody do. Even the Soviet Union can beat out individuality. People still want to strive to be the best they can be. Because when you get away from meritocracy. Wow, why I can't talk right now. When you don't go by the merits, what ends up happening, you get less quality stuff. Then that's the problem they have. Then eventually, people gonna say no. People gonna go their own way. The Tower of Babel is the story about Tower of Babel. It ain't far from the truth. Like you could build a big tower, but eventually somebody gonna want to get out the tower, go build their own tower, and that's what the socialists don't understand. Like people, especially, see, there's a reason why they want to emasculate men, because the thing University of Men want is to build a legacy and to not die alone, die old age and not alone. We want to eventually have families, create a legacy, create a stronghold for our family and everything, the whole nine. That never left us. But socialists need us to not want that. Because, like, for example, I go find this. I'm not gonna find the tape, but like Trump posted something. He truth something about showing like all white family buy a house with white picket fence and everything, and they'll say, hey, they're trying to convince that you shouldn't want this, and it's like a political Rorschach test because if you are pro-black thinking. Oh yeah. It's top down. No, don't no. Hey, I got what you're saying. Like if they control it, yeah, they gonna get the final say. But as in just arguing the facts and arguing the merits of the belief system, yeah, it's never gonna win. It's never gonna work when you coming from a free standpoint. Like it's a reason why the place that had communist revolutions were your monarchies, i.e., Nicholas the First, Russia. Then like some of the other monarchies of Europe. There are a lot of I believe it or not, we have monarchies in Africa that fell victim because it's funny they fell victim to communism. Then eventually, a strong man gets picked out of the crowd and end up becoming a dictatorship. Just the party builder will just deal with the messy stuff. It's weird how that works, man. So they never could tell you exactly what's going on with this. They have to play the semantic game like he's doing right now.
That's it. Israel is a fascist country, and it gets to enforce its bidding.
So, what if I told you legit, like Israel on the domestic side, they maybe are or slightly thinner than what New York is right now? Like, man, like try if you're a man in Israel and you have a bad date with somebody, which happens. Sometimes we have bad dates. That's that get. The whole Me Too stuff was going on in Israel back in the 2000s, the early 2010s, the 2000s, early 2010s. They already had that Me Too stuff. Like, well, another thing people don't know, like you got mandatory service in Israel, but they don't have a Second Amendment. So when the whole October 9th thing happened, there was very few ways of them defend themselves from the people, Hamas. I don't know what they really call them, paratroopers or whatever. What they did went on a rampage. Like nobody could have really stopped them because they don't have a Second Amendment. They need to develop that. By the way, you ran potential enemies. Like the populace need to be armed, in my opinion. But that's another story. So yeah, let's read.
Upon other countries, and in an effort to abide by the wishes of a foreign country like Israel, the Western liberal democracies that are supposed to protect and preserve speech, even if they don't have a First Amendment like we do here in the United States of America, they're supposed to have reason, like good reason. This is not one of them, right?
Shut your stupid. Man, you was actively going to protest. You actually went to China, say how good China is. You did a lot of stuff. So to just blame it all on Israel, even though you might even have a legit claim that the Israel comments probably did the end for you. It definitely did jank in. I mean, you kind of know. You gotta know what you're doing, and then y'all wanted this goddamn y'all wanted this censorship type shit going on, especially here. Like people getting used to get banned for questioning like things going on in 2020. I'm not even gonna go in detail on that. They used to get banned doing that, man. I know a couple people like just questioning the whole response time, and then when the jab came, a big thing. I remember seeing like doctors get I think it was like Dr. Malone or somebody, he got yanked up off the social media. And I remember Hasan was actually praising that shit, thinking that was cool. So I ain't hearing this shit, man. It's finished. I ain't really hearing this.
It's not one of them. Being critical of Israel while effectively combating anti-Semitism is not a good enough reason to bar someone entry into the country. Ironically enough,
you going to you going to China, but you know, round nosing with them is a good reason in my book. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a YouTuber.
One of my famous speeches that I delivered was at Oxford Union, which is what I was supposed to attend once again, where I warned the Western governments and I warned those who were worried about anti-Semitism that this dangerous association between anti-Semitism and anti-Zionism, this conflation between Judaism and Zionism, was going to create an environment where anti-Semitism would manifest. Left-wing YouTube pundit Cenk Uygur, where I warned.
Who created that though? Seemed like the free spot. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe because one of the reasons Kamala lost was the fact that she didn't pick Shapiro. Shapiro was a better choice, but y'all actually got an issue with Jews. It is what it is. I don't have an issue. You know, on the record, I have no issue with anybody. You know what I mean? I just want to be blessed and want to go on by my life. But they have issues. They have issues with the Jewish community. It is what it is. I know it is. Jenny, you dead on right. He's talking in circles because he just mad that he's not be able to do what he want to do, man. That's just bottom line to it. It seems like that's going around a lot too, you know, crying and shit.
I warned the Western governments and I warned those who were worried about anti-Semitism that this dangerous association.
How you gonna warn about anti-Semitism? But you just did. All right. He literally just blamed a nation for him not going to another nation. I mean, maybe look, it's gonna be hard. It'll be hard for anybody going to the UK right now. Like just speaking out on how they treating their citizens, man, might get you not to be able to go. People, I know people that like in the nerd space that got, you know, a couple 100,000, close to 1 million subscribers and everything. They trying to get out of UK, man, because like the big deal is now, well, from that standpoint, this is a little nerd stuff. They used to be big Doctor Who fans, but a lot of times you could tell there's an issue going on the entertainment front is when you can't do whatever type of entertainment you want to do. Yeah, hell no. And the thing is, I've been on Judge J, I would never say go Spurs as in extra support. You see that picture that back there? That's Dirk Nowitzki. That was a playoff ticket right there. I got jerseys, I got shirts, I got all kinds of stuff. I'm a Mavericks fan to the day. I've been a Mavericks fan since Reunion Arena. So yeah, I'm never gonna say go Spurs. I mean, I respect their hustle. I respect that them staying true to themselves and building, you know, their team to be a championship quality team. But outside that, I never root for them. I'm just gonna keep it a buck with you. That's rigged.
Between anti-Semitism and anti-Zionism, this conflation between Judaism and Zionism was going to create an environment where anti-Semitism would manifest.
You created that. You created that. So this is about to contradict everything he just said. All right, you cool. So, of course, it's Fox News, you know, because everybody else on TDS. I'm tired of hearing TDS. Trump bad. I get it, man. Talk about something else. Let's read.
Fox News alert, the Iranians just got the wind knocked out of them. Overnight, U.S. forces conducted airstrikes on multiple targets, hitting the enemy's radar and command and control centers. That came after the mullahs shot down one of our own drones, a $4 million Predator. Central Command says these strikes were defensive. Kuwait also in the crosshairs. The enemy fired off a barrage of missiles and drones into the country. 2 drones headed towards our airbase there. They were neutralized. Iran's proxy, Hezbollah, also feeling feisty this weekend. The terrorists launching over 50 rockets into Israel. This morning, Netanyahu ordered the IDF to strike the capital of Lebanon, Beirut, targeting Hezbollah strongholds in the vicinity. Israeli ground forces are also pushing into mainland Lebanon, capturing a 900-year-old medieval castle. Look at that. This is their deepest military incursion into the country in over 25 years. Trump, not that happy about Israel. More on that in a sec. But the Iranians are calling this a ceasefire violation. And they said they were suspending negotiations and vowing to completely block the strait.
Here we go again.
Says that's just a bluff. Writing on Truth that talks are continuing.
Here's the problem that they got now in Iran. Now you got some of the soldiers of deflecting to the resistance there. They fight amongst themselves. You got Iraqis shit over there, and they helping. It's about to be a mess. I don't know if they got the capability to do a good blockade like they did early on in this. Keep it a buck with you.
At a rapid pace. But if the talks are off, he couldn't care less. He told NBC, quote, "I think we've been talking too much, if you want to know the truth.
Oh, shit.
I think going silent would be very good. And that could be for a long time." POTUS says that wouldn't mean more bombs. We'd just go silent and let the blockade work its magic. CENTCOM says the blockades turned around 121 ships. And U.S. officials tell the New York Times that the U.S. military has been quietly guiding ships through the strait, at least 70 of them.
Damn.
The president says, this is a waiting game. We're winning.
I'm in no hurry. I'd like to say I'm in a hurry because, gasoline prices are going to come tumbling down. But if you're going to be in a hurry, you're not going to make a good deal. And slowly but surely, we're getting, I think, what we want. And if we don't get what we want, we're going to end it a different way.
Hegseth is sitting back on the world's largest arsenal.
We are prepared. We're postured even stronger today than we were on day one to address it that way if we have to, but he'd prefer not to. So Iran knows very, very clearly what our expectations are, and that's on the negotiating.
I do like Texas Conference. I just don't like the Spurs. I'm consistent in this, man. Like, what's up, Sassy 81? What's up, man? No time no see, man. I ain't a sergeant major. Man, I ain't talked to Double. Double need to come up back around, man. We need to chop off some football stuff. You remind me on that. That's great.
Team to deliver. They're coming in our direction. The talks have been productive. I think they know where it needs to go.
47 believes we've already beaten them militarily, and now he wants to beat them at the negotiating table. He tells ABC that a peace agreement with Iran would be even better than a military victory, because he thinks the Iranians are better negotiators than they are fighters. There's just one problem. Officials say the Iranians are literally in caves and they're not using email. So how do you hash out a deal with a band of pirates living underground?
And see, the thing they ain't saying is that a lot of people that's in caves, there's a lot of people still that's defecting. They're getting out them caves. So the best scenario on this is, first of all, we won't have a World Cup. Everybody, as long as gas probably it's dropping down right now, because like I just saw under 350 for plus for the first time since this whole thing started. So if they play this right, if you could get it down to like regular unleaded down under $3, and then the World Cup happened, because like World Cup is gonna be everywhere in the whole, pretty much everywhere in the country, in Canada, and in parts of Mexico and stuff like that. I think parts of Mexico. Yeah, man, like this that's a distraction he gonna need unless something happens at the World Cup. Let's pray that won't happen, but he might get out of this little situation he in. That's right.
It's tricky. Trump's armed himself with a Sharpie, and he's making his own edits. No loopholes.
They originally said, we will not develop a nuclear weapon. I said, well, what happens if you buy a nuclear weapon? So now it says we will not develop or in any way purchase a military weapon. That's a big difference.
The president says he hasn't agreed to the deal yet because he still has to get a few more points in. We'll see how long that takes. The president even called Netanyahu today,
it's crazy,
asking him to stand down in Lebanon. Trump kind of lit him up. According to Axios, he told him, quote, "What the F are you doing?
Ooh.
You're effing crazy. You'd be in prison if it weren't for me. I'm saving your ass. Everybody hates you now. Everybody hates Israel because of this."
Wow.
47's trying to nail down this peace deal, and Netanyahu's trying to lock in as many gains as he can before the deal's done. But you know what's even worse? The Democrats. 47 saying this, quote, "It's much tougher for me to properly do my job and negotiate when political hacks keep negatively chirping at levels never seen before over and over again that I should move faster, move slower, or go to war, or not go to war, just whatever. Just sit back and relax. It'll all work out well in the end."
And that's generally been my approach to this. But the whole idea of me telling y'all this is just tell you what's going on and how this might play out. It's out, and when you're in a conflict, things can play out about multiple ways. Like even a victory can work multiple ways and stuff. So yeah, you sometimes like when Elon took over X, everybody freaking out. Oh bro, he gonna do this. He gonna say, just relax. Let's see how it plays out. There's a lot of people that can't do that. Just watch and just see how things play out. They gotta react. You gotta say something. Sometimes you just need to do this. Have a little drink, just that's all you gotta do. Cause like the old bull and the cow reference. Like you don't have to rush to mess with one cow. Just sit back and mess with them all one day. Sometimes you gotta let people talk. Gotta let people say what I want to say, then see where they coming from. So that's that. They plenty trying to fend off sensitive about drug. Let's see this.
Greeting voters at a diner today and using her signature attack against opponent Spencer Pratt.
It's not just that he has no experience in city government. I don't know that he's ever held a job in his life other than to be a reality TV star.
On Sunday, Fox was there as mayoral candidate Spencer Pratt greeted Latino
getting
supporters at a campaign event.
I just want people to feel safe. I want families to be able to thrive in the city.
He is exposing a different view as to what our city is facing right now. And nobody has ever come out like he has.
The latest UC Berkeley poll shows the mayor's race at a statistical tie between Bass, Pratt, and Democratic Progressive Councilwoman Nithya Raman, who held an event over the weekend where she proposed restoring entertainment jobs by lifting the cap on California's $750 million Hollywood tax credit. In the governor's race, President Biden's former Health and Human Services Secretary Javier Becerra has recently surged in the polls.
We are not going to let a billionaire or Trump's handpicked candidate take over.
I ain't learned that lesson.
Polls show billionaire Tom Steyer, who posted a video over the weekend in support of transgender athlete A.B. Hernandez, is neck and neck with Becerra and former Fox host Republican Steve Hilton.
There are 3 people left in this race for 2 spots. I don't think anybody knows what the hell's going to happen.
Trump endorsed Hilton says Riverside County Sheriff Chad Bianco's presence in the race is splitting the Republican vote.
Chad, the best time to have dropped out would have been a couple of weeks ago. But the second...
California's a weird place. Matter of fact, speaking of California, no, let me. Oh, it all goes together. There you go. Yeah.
The best time is right now.
And Sheriff Bianco tells Fox News he is not stepping aside and that Steve Hilton's supporters should unite around him. John.
All right, it's going to be a big day tomorrow.
Yep. All right. Jesse and Merrill candidate Spencer Pratt is going full-blown insurgent mode as polls open in Los Angeles tomorrow. A new poll found him ahead of Karen Bass and moving to site. Let's see. Is this new? Yeah, like. Oh man, I'm thinking the allergies hitting me up now. My eyes start watering on me.
Candidate Spencer Pratt is trying to unseat Democrat Mayor Karen Bass in fending off a challenge from Democratic Socialist Nithya Raman. Kennedy joins us now, the host of Kennedy Saves the World. Kennedy, great to be with you.
Great
So
to see you, John.
here's the latest poll. This is UC Berkeley, LA Times poll. Bass ahead, 26%
Yeah, we
to
just saw
Raman's
that.
25 to Pratt's 22. We should note, though, that Pratt and Raman have both surged 8 points each March, while Bass has stayed flat. Pratt is insisting he could go over 50% tomorrow and win it outright. What do you think? Can he do it?
I don't think he's going to go over 50% tomorrow. I do think his polling numbers are higher than that Berkeley poll. California Post released a poll on Friday showing that Spencer Pratt had actually pulled ahead of Karen Bass by 1 point at 30 to Brit, and I still think at that silent conservative.
From all sides. Listen to what he said here.
I'm a registered Republican, but my supporters are all Democrats because Los Angeles is all Democrats. All the people financing me are Democrats. All the meetings I take every day are Democrats. Democrats are very angry with what happened to Los Angeles. I have Republicans that love me. I have Democrats that love me. I have independents that love me.
See, that's a compelling case. That's a compelling case. So they still doing mail-in ballots in California. This is crazy. So apparently, somebody set fire to one of the drop boxes.
Two days before the California primaries, election officials
I've
discovered
heard.
the damaged ballots and they filed a report with the police to have vandalized. Investigators are looking into both incidents and are working to identify any voters who have been affected. And the
Why they still got mail-in ballots, I don't know. And these are the last two stories. Damn, I gotta lay it down. It's starting to hit. Oh, I can't go through this. So apparently, California passed the Stop Nick Shirley Act. AB 2624, if y'all need to look that up. So
the Stop Nick Shirley Act to make it harder to investigate and expose fraud inside of the state of California. Now, this bill, AB 2624, is so bad that just since March 26th, they've already created 4 different versions of this bill because of the pushback that they have received, because it is a direct violation of the First Amendment, and quite literally, they are trying to shill other people, not just journalists, but anybody inside the state of California to look into fraud, specifically inside of immigration support services providers. They're trying to make it illegal.
Yeah, we went through the whole bill, and that's crazy. They actually passed that. I don't know how that's gonna look. If Newsom signs that, I don't know how that's gonna look. But yeah, we get to that late. We get to that when we find out if it's at Newsom's desk. So we got information on the the fraud up there in the Somali community and stuff. So let's read. It's gonna be my last story here.
I thought I was going to have a slide here. I want to call your attention to this, which is in your. Okay, here it is. Which is in your packet.
Oh man.
This was the cost of the early intervention and development program in 2020. It was $38.1 million. This is what we expected to be paying every year. Instead, this year we hit $442 million.
Damn.
And that is, I'm showing you that because that's the magnitude of the fraud and the damage that we're talking about today. And I want to thank Todd Blanche, who couldn't be here today, Colin McDonald, and everyone at the Department of Justice for leading this effort. I want to thank also the FBI, who you're going to hear from in a little while, the HHS Office of Enforcement,
I'm good to FBI.
tax Every fraudulent autism diagnosis steal time, care, and resources from the children for whom this program was denied and who desperately need this care. Families with autistic children already spend healthcare. If we fail to confine precision and speed that is unprecedented,
I'm trying to see if they actually got suspects on this.
And it's unprecedented now, but under Vice President Vance's leadership and President Trump's direction, we are going to normalize this speed. We're restoring accountability, strengthening oversight, prosecuting criminal networks, and protecting the integrity of our public health systems. We will not allow criminals to treat children as billing opportunities while American taxpayers foot the bill.
Hope that
This
works,
administration
man.
will continue rooting out fraud because every stolen dollar is a dollar taken from a child, a parent, a senior of a family who desperately needs help. We're going to protect these programs and protect vulnerable children and restore integrity to the American healthcare system.
Yeah. So I thought they'd get to the FBI, but yeah, they cracking down on this fraud, man. Y'all better tighten up, man, especially smiling community. Not saying all y'all do it, but a lot of y'all do it. So anyway, that's all I got. I'm over here yawning. I am tired as hell. I had a long day at work, man. I ain't gonna buck, but I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Appreciate everybody coming. Just Jay, Saturday One, Jenny, Pretty Brown Eyes. You know, everybody else in the bushes, man. Appreciate everybody. And y'all like, share, subscribe, and you know, keep my prayers up for my family and everything. We dealing with it. And leave a comment on the leave a comment if you're watching replay. I really appreciate it. Y'all take care.